Hey guys, Mary here. So I wanted to just check in and give you a quick Blissipline tip, something I've been thinking about today. And this Blissipline tip is called stopping before the butt. And what happens for most of us is we want a bunch of stuff, we intend a bunch of stuff, we plan a bunch of stuff, but there is an automatic but that jumps up. Sometimes it doesn't actually use the word but often it does. Sometimes it sneakily tries to couch itself as advice or guidance. But basically, the but is this: I want, and then anything that gets in the way of that, or I'd like, and then anything that gets in the way of that. And so we do this so fast that we don't even notice it. So you think, well, I'd really like to do this, but I'd really like to do this, but. And so I'm going to suggest a practice of just trying to sit with your desire of any kind at all. Just sit with it for a minute and just see if you can stop before the but. And you may or may not be able to. This is the interesting thing about the mind. Conditioned mind is very strongly habitual, right? So it does what it does over and over again, perhaps you have noticed. And so you might not be able to stop before the but that's okay because noticing it is already a big part of it. So let's just do it together. We're just going to sit here. Let yourself think of anything you want. Okay, I'm thinking of something. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to distract you. You think of what you want, okay? Anything you want. And now let yourself imagine moving towards doing it. Whatever that means. Setting up this or making that call or just imagining finding out who offers it. And then come back. So maybe you already encountered your butt. Did you encounter your butt? It's like, oh, it's too expensive. It's too far away. I don't know anyone who does this, but. Or if you didn't encounter it yet, let's see if it'll pop up now. So let yourself really think, okay, what's the next step to make this happen? So did you encounter your butt at all? Did any part of your mind go, oh, I really want to, but my kids, my boss, my time, my... So now we're just going to practice stopping before the but. So what you want to do this is you want to just allow yourself to want it without attachment, okay? So whatever it was, just let yourself think about it in a kind of a loose, delightful, imaginy, daydreamy kind of way. So I'll just tell you real quick, I was thinking about this paragliding course that I want to take in Utah, and I live in New York, so it's kind of a far way away, and it involves going all the way to Utah, and it involves staying there, it involves buying equipment, it's expensive, it takes a lot of time and travel, and yada yada, all kinds of potentials for but, right? But when I do this next step, and I think, all right, but I'm just going to let myself gently feel the delight of it, all I imagine is the flying. Imagine the flying. So now let yourself contact this thing you want and just let yourself imagine the experience of it, the yummy part, whatever comes up. And that's it. That's stopping before the but. So as you do that, you're actually aligning yourself with it in a bunch of really important ways. You actually, once you feel it in that way, once you experience in that way, because the mind can't really tell the difference between imagination and reality, you actually technically have a memory of it. It's just a memory of your imagination of it, but it is a memory because you can remember it. And now, because you can remember it, it makes it seem more possible. So all these systems in the brain that are like, oh, you can't do this, like, wait a second, I remember it, so it must be possible. So in many other ways, you align with it vibrationally, you get in sync with all the circumstances that could lead you up to it. But that's the practice of stopping before the but, okay? And so that's our little Blissipline tip for the day. And the next one I'm going to talk about in the next day or two is the difference between but thoughts and beauty thoughts. But thoughts and beauty thoughts. Okay. Much love to y'all.